Checking, Cedro is back.
Well, you guys, this is a surprise. We have Kendarius Reddick back on Beyond the Whistle podcast. Welcome back.
I'm back, and I'm better.
Back. I didn't even plan to talk to you today. I planned to just interview Coach Rogers and get on out of here, but he walked up to me and I was like, you know what? Let's just talk. And we have a lot to talk about, actually.
A lot.
You've had a lot happen in your life recently. You recently committed last time we talked. You obviously had offers from everybody, and you finally made a decision. Who is it?
War Eagle. If you
Auburn,
go zoom in right
baby.
here.
Heading to the plains, baby.
War Eagle, let's
that
get
is
it.
so exciting, man.
I'm
so excited, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Let's just talk about it. You know, out of all the schools that recruited you, you had offers from everyone, including Alabama, who was right down the road, who is a arch nemesis of
I knew you was
Alabama.
gonna say that.
So, but not just Alabama. There were so many great schools that offered you. You know what I mean? And I know that you were very open-minded about all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about it. Why'd you end up choosing Auburn?
When I first stepped foot in Auburn, like it just felt different.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had that feeling like you can see yourself somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Like as soon as I stepped foot, like I just seen myself, and they all accepted me like one. Like they knew my name right off the jump. That would make me think like, oh, y'all been keeping up with me for real.
Yeah.
So it's like that made me touch. And when I was talking to Coach Freed, you know, we wasn't even talking about football, like straight life, how to be a better person. That same thing Coach Rogers teaching me now, so it's great to excel on that right there. That's what made me really choose him too.
How long did you really know that you wanted to go to Auburn before you committed?
I want to say a couple months after I got the offer.
Mm-hmm.
Like once I started, visiting, going back, it just made me. They kept pulling me in. They kept pulling me in every time I came back. So it was like, hey, I feel like I'm home now.
Yeah. And talk to me, about. I'm sure y'all talked about football at some point. You and Coach Freeze and y'all's DB's coach. So talk to me about that. What they explained to you, how do you think you're going to fit into their defense and their defensive philosophy and things like that? What stood out to you about their game plans?
When he told me the position I'm going to be playing, like, I'm not getting recruited.
Are you going as a safety?
I'm not going as a safety. I'm going as a nickel.
Really?
Nickel. Like the extra star position. Like, they want me to blitz or cover a receiver.
Huh.
So if
Have
they
you
need
ever
me,
played nickel?
I play it here. It's like certain plays what we go
normally
through.
I don't really keep up with y'all, because y'all are outside of our. I keep up with y'all.
Yeah.
Because, I love y'all.
Yeah,
but,
of course,
and y'all love me back.
Yeah, but you don't keep up with what's going on the field.
Yeah,
Like.
it's. I have to keep up with everybody else more just because I cover them more.
Yeah,
So talk to me about that. I didn't know that you also played nickel. I knew that you also played on offense too sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, I play receiver.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know you played nickel. I thought
But-
defensively you were just in.
Yeah,
safety.
I was just. Well, my position is kind of like mixed. Like, you can flex me everywhere. Like, especially in the deep end. Like, a motion come. Like, let's say it's 3 to the boundary with a fish. That's when I can play that nickel spot.
Okay.
When it's 2 to the boundary and the fish.
So you still have some familiar,
Yeah,
you're familiar with it.
yeah, basically.
Well, that's good. Are you excited about that? Like, what was your initial feelings when they told you that you wouldn't be playing, safety or defense back anymore?
I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm a dog. Wherever you
Point
put
blank.
me at, wherever you put me at on the field, I ain't even go first. I'm just do it.
Yeah.
And if you want to change my position after that, I'm gonna excel at that too. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
But that's such a good mentality to have, you know what I mean? Especially when you go and play at Power 5 schools, especially in the SEC, and especially with a program, as historically, successful as Auburn.
Yeah.
That's such a good mentality to have, is to basically, whatever you want me to do, I'm going to do it.
I'm gonna do it.
There's not a lot of people that are like that. A lot of kids, when they get to college and they say that, their coaches want their position changed.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah, they get, why would you do that? Like, I won't really care.
I get it. I get, stepping out of a comfort zone is not always easy.
Yeah, it's not, but.
Especially at such a high level like that. But with you, on the other, it's not really like that.
It's not really like that with me.
Throw me wherever.
You'll throw me. If you just look at our games, you'll see that I'm everywhere. Kickoff return, punt return, offense, defense. Yeah, I'm everywhere. So it's like it ain't nothing. I'm on every special team. I'm on anything. So if you put me wherever you put me, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'm not even go first. I'm just straight do it. What they say, Nike? Just do it.
This is so funny because this is literally such on a whim. Like, people who are watching like right now, like, this was not planned. Like, I literally only came here to talk to Coach Rogers, and he walked up to me, and I was like, hey. And he was about to come just sit down in the chair.
I was like, part two?
Yeah,
part two?
Part two.
Let's get it.
I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, wait, we're not doing it.
I thought, I kind of thought, I seen 2 chairs, so I was like, hey.
And I was like, we can. And I was like, you know what? Let's just talk about your commitment and just talk about the season. So, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so excited for you to be able to go to Auburn. I do think, Auburn is such a good fit for you. I truly do. And, but you're only a junior.
Yeah.
You still have a whole year of high school left.
A whole year.
Did you plan to commit as early as you did?
I wasn't planning to, but it just, that feeling though. I wasn't planning to. I was gonna wait till my senior year, but
just feel like it's meant to be.
I already gotta get me a spot there.
Yeah.
I need me a spot there.
Yeah.
It's just, I had to get that spot there.
Sometimes when you know, and the thing is like that you need to remember too is, I'm sure a lot of people were upset that you didn't choose the school that they wanted you to go to.
It's my choice.
Exactly.
It's my choice.
And that's what I was about to tell you, like, it's your choice. Like, this is your future.
Yeah.
It's your destiny, and you are the only person in control of it.
In control of it.
And if it fits right with you, then nobody should be able to keep you from doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but that's awesome that you were able to make your own decisions and go with what you want to do and go with your gut,
I didn't even go count. When I made it, I was crying.
When you made what? Oh, your commitment?
I was crying. I did it at school. At school.
You committed at school?
Yeah.
Like, was it a ceremony? Because I wasn't here. I found out from, I think, on 3 on Twitter. Because you didn't post it to Twitter.
I didn't get to. I had my new phone and I couldn't.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I hadn't got a new phone. Because my last phone, I didn't have a number. I had to get a whole new one to get a number. And I was trying to get my Twitter password. Using my emails, all my emails wasn't working.
Yeah, because I texted Coach Rogers. I was like, tell Dee I said congratulations. I don't know if he actually told you, but he probably forgot. But, while we're on the subject of recruiting, were there any other schools that, were kind of like a close second throughout your recruitment, or, people that you really liked and that you were kind of choosing between? Before you stepped on Auburn's campus, of course, because you said right when you stepped on there, you knew that it was Auburn.
I was gonna choose FSU, but they ain't never just throw me the offer. They ain't never just throw me the offer.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like it was right now. Nah, it was an interest.
It was an interest.
But they never just throw me the offer. But Auburn came, opened my eyes bright.
Did Georgia offer you?
Nah, interest.
But you're also still so young, so
Yeah, that's why I wasn't too much worried.
Which, but things work out the way that they're supposed to.
Yeah.
You and I, we're both Christians. We both believe in the Lord, and we both know that God has a plan for you, and there's a reason why Auburn came into the picture first. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I'm just proud of you, and I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
But let's talk about football this year. You guys are having a insane season. And you guys are undefeated. For those who are watching, especially people from Auburn, because I'm sure we're going to have some Tigers tuning in.
Where you go?
Get to know Kendarius Reddick. First off, let's just throw in this disclaimer. Tiger fans, if you're here watching, we already did a whole interview with Kendarius.
She go label this one.
At the beginning of the season.
She go label this one part 2.
Yeah, we can label this part 2. But so if you want to get to know him more beyond the whistle too, you can go to that one and see all the questions we didn't ask.
Yeah, it'll be that way.
In this one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
go back to the other
what they do
one.
on the regular YouTube videos, it'll be right here.
Yeah, you click up here on the right.
Click up here on the right. You can see it right there.
Just click. But anyways, all right, disclaimer over. Going back, you guys have had an insane season. You've had an insane season. You have had an awesome, awesome season. You have, I think, 3 interceptions this year?
3? I got 3? Dang, I got 3? Oh, my God. That's crazy. Y'all putting in that workout.
3 INTs right here. I had to pull it up because when I said I was not prepared for this interview whatsoever.
Dang, I did not know that.
I was not prepared, so I had to go and get some receipts.
1 interception? It was like...
You had one. Did you have one against
K-Row? Nah, I didn't have one against K-Row.
I have a question for you, sir.
What?
And we can either cut this out or we can't, depending on if you want it in or not.
It really
But in the first game of the season, I went to cover K-Row. There was in the first or second quarter, you remember that huge brawl?
I can explain.
Because I couldn't remember if that was you or not, but
it
I
was
remember
me.
You leaving and you going nuts. I have you on video, stuff.
But my lip was bleeding. Look, listen.
You were I was like, what is going on? We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but I'm
it's
sure
all right.
It was just a little tussle it is in normal games. But you guys, if y'all didn't watch that game, it was team on team. It was.
And this was the
crazy
first
in,
quarter.
The first quarter. Now, granted, for people who don't know, K-Row and Thomas County Central are huge rivals. They have Battle of the Bucket every year. Every year. So that's there was already tension going into that game. I don't think it reflects on the characters of either team.
Really?
Let's just go ahead and put that out there. But what happened?
So the quarterback scrambled. When he scrambled, I came and hit him. Mm-hmm. So I got up, I screamed. Yeah, I screamed. But I was looking at him in his face. I ain't say nothing to him. I just screamed, and I was looking at him in his face. Yeah.
On the ground?
And he ain't like it. So he got up. When he got up, that's when everything broke loose. See, I wasn't, my intention was just celebrate, get to my sideline.
Instead of,
I celebrated. I celebrated, but I don't know, he ain't like it. So I tried to back off.
Either if I was on the ground and you were yelling at me like that.
I tried to back off. I was like, come on, we got a whole nother 3 quarters. You can do something to me between these 3 quarters, bro.
It was all fun and games. It was all fun and games.
I tried to leave.
I was just curious because it was every team on team, coaches had to get involved. But I don't remember seeing punches or anything like that.
I ain't really started though. Really started.
Well, I think it was.
It was one of their old linemen. Yeah.
You had a good hit. You went, had a good hit. And he was basically, don't stand over my face like that.
Basically, but he came in and pushed me, but I tried to walk off. I let him push me. As soon as I tried to walk off, their old lineman came and smacked me in the back.
Oh, that's when it broke loose.
That's when it broke loose.
Okay, that makes sense then. Because I was like, there's no way that brawl like that can happen just because.
I screamed.
Well, not just that, but also his reaction to that, because that's normal football.
Yeah, that is normal football,
yeah. If somebody would have hit you then. But granted, again, I want to say that I don't think that reflects on either of the characters on any team. It's just football.
Just football.
But I was just curious because we hadn't talked since then, so. And I was like, what the heck? And I was on the other side of the sideline. It was so crazy.
You was on that sideline, right?
Mm-hmm. I was standing over there. It happened down, probably on the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
Down here. And where all the cheerleaders were. Mm-hmm. And me and the girl from WCTV, her name's Sydney, we were actually standing over there in that exact spot the play before. And we walked over to the other side of the field because the sun or something like that.
Now just imagine if y'all were just right there the whole
ran
time.
us over 100%.
It was
1,000%. But I have a pretty cool video of you going, hey.
Over it?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta send it.
I'll send it.
You gotta send it to me. You gotta send it to me.
Okay. That's what we're doing now. Okay. But, yeah, I'll send it to you. Well, I'll send it to Coach Rogers, and he'll send it to you, because I don't really talk to athletes like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So, anyways, let's talk about your season. Let's throw a few stats around. You have 3 interceptions so far this season. And this is according to Max Prep, so unless y'all's stats are not in from the Houston County game, it could be different.
It could. I know I got a lot of tackles from Houston County game.
You have 17 solo tackles this year.
Yeah.
13 assists, 30 total tackles, and 3 tackles for loss. The tackles for loss is what gets me because you are normally in the secondary.
I got more tackles for loss than that.
Yeah,
they didn't add.
That you have 3 as a safety.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. Yeah, that's what
the
I'm
fact
really.
That you're able to get to the line of scrimmage like that.
More compared to last year, I was a tackler last year. Like my defensive coordinator, Coach Clark, he got in my head about, Power 5 schools, all that. How they safeties made tackles in the backfield. I was like, okay, I can make more than that. I set a goal for myself to make tackles in the backfield. At least come a little bit more aggressive, some of my aggressive side, even more. So, them tackles, I'm thankful for them. I know I got more Houston County game. I got more Houston County game.
Probably aren't in from the Houston County game. Let's talk about the Houston County game first off. That's freaking crazy that y'all shut them out.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Let's pull up Houston County stat. Also, people who are tuning in and don't know much about Houston County, their quarterback, he's a junior, and he is an absolute maniac. He is absolutely unreal. He just committed to Colorado.
You heard about me and him?
Huh?
Yeah, we was buddies. We actually share rooms together.
Where?
It was an All-Star game.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
yeah.
What do you mean y'all share a room together?
We share rooms. It was
y'all are friends from the All-Star game and stuff like that.
Yeah, we was friends from the All-Star game.
But he's like a baller.
Yeah, he's a baller.
He's legit. And what is it? It's Antoine.
Antoine Hill.
Hill, yeah. He's just a freaking baller. And he's the anchor of that offense. They have an entire year left with him. So talk to me about a defensive perspective. We can talk. Obviously, we can talk X's and O's, and we can talk straight up game plans because that game has passed, and y'all are facing a completely different opponent with a completely different offense this year.
Yeah.
Or completely different offense. So we can talk about that game. Going into that game, what was the prep, especially for you since they're a predominantly passing team, and you being in the backfield? What was kind of that talk and y'all's game plan for that game? Obviously, it worked.
At first, our game plan was, like Coach Rogers said, have a light box, worry about the pass, but they just kept talking. No disrespect, I'm not a trash talker to all the Houston. I'm not a trash talker, but they just kept talking. They giving up too much information. They came out the game wanting to run more.
Did they?
And, we was like
I wasn't at that game.
Yeah,
so I didn't know. I wouldn't know.
So that's what we did. We kept the light box, but they had, the side safeties and stuff to come down with the star position, help out with the loose scouts. So, Coach Clark, he schemed up a lot. He always, they man get no sleep, bro. Drink nothing but energy drinks. Coach Clark, bro. Energy drink, bro. But, yeah, he schemed it up real good. I can thank him. Oh, yeah, and before I thank the man above, too, for that.
Of course,
Thank the Lord, of course. But, yeah, Coach Clark, he'll scheme up something to quit,
Yeah.
Coach Rogers, too.
Good game. I'm trying to find your stats from that game, if they're in.
You didn't put my stats in?
Oh, yep. Solo tackles, 6. Yeah, 6 solo tackles against the Bears. 4 assists, 10 total tackles, and 1 tackles for loss.
We got 10 that game.
1 tackle for loss.
I reached my goal.
Yep.
I couldn't reach my goals the other games.
So, did you expect to shut them out? Did y'all expect to shut them out for real?
Our intentions
I think everybody was shocked that we knew it was going to be a really good game. It was going to be a dogfight.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody expected them to not score a single point. Why do you think that was? Was it y'all's defense on lockdown, or did their offense also make a lot of mistakes that cost them?
It was kind of both.
Yeah. Because I wasn't there. I literally have no idea what happened.
We had a block kick, and they only had 10 people on the field. So it was kind of a mental game with them, too.
So okay. That makes a lot of sense. There's really not a place that y'all aren't strong, I guess. But if you could point it out, what do you think, probably the weakest part of the team is? Even though, when we say weakest part, y'all's weakest part really isn't that weak. It's just weak for Thomas County Central because y'all have had such a good season and y'all are literally good in every position this year.
I would say the receiver spot because, we had some dogs at the receiver last year.
Yeah. Hey, what was it?
Adam Hopkins.
Yeah.
Tyler Floyd.
Tyler Floyd, that's his name.
Yeah.
He led the state in
and receiving yards at 2,000, was it?
Yeah, it was crazy. Some crazy stat like that. It was wild.
Who else was our receiver, bro? And I think that was it. Oh, and Trayvon, but he already playing. He's still playing. But yeah, we lost some dogs in that position, you know. Coach Rogers, you know, he know how to work his magic.
Mm-hmm.
He got him right. You know them boys.
I don't think he's ever had a losing season as a head coach.
That's
ever.
crazy. That's
I don't
crazy.
think he's ever had one because he was at Jones County. I think he won like state championships. I think. Please don't quote me.
Yeah,
on this,
I think at Jones. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He didn't have a losing season at Colquitt.
Well,
he's just been a successful coach everywhere he goes. And I just love Coach Rogers. He's just awesome.
That man great.
He's an awesome guy.
Awesome.
But since we last talked at the beginning of the season, you know, has anything really changed as far as like, I guess your perspective of the team? Did you think that you guys were going to have the season that you've had this year at the beginning?
I knew it was going to be some ups and downs, but like to get where we at now,
Undefeated?
Surprising. Because we, like, of course, especially if we made it this far.
Legit.
Yeah, if we made it this far, of course, we just need to find. We can get our focus. We can get our focus.
Like,
but
who do y'all think y'all would meet in the playoffs or even in the state championship if y'all were to go all the way? Do you even know? I don't really know a whole lot about 6A, like, outside of, like, South Georgia.
Yeah, I mean,
I have to do some research.
I would say Buford 7A, 6A. Who else 6A?
I don't know.
Dang.
Let's look it up on Max Preps real quick.
Who else is he? I know it's some team, like, they on the tip of my tongue.
Rankings. Let's look at rankings.
We was talking about meeting them this. I need my get back, though.
We're going to wrap it up soon, though.
Yeah, facts.
The sun's coming down.
But I need my get back, though.
Your what?
My get back, Roswell.
What?
Roswell.
Oh, Roswell.
Yeah, I need my get back.
Is that who put y'all out last year? 6A. Sometimes, y'all are number 1 in 6A.
We number 1. Who bound us?
Douglas County.
Yeah, that's who I was. I was saying probably Douglas.
Y'all are updated on 10/24, so that is today.
That's crazy.
It's y'all, then Douglas County. They are also 8-0, and then Gainesville is also 8-0.
Ooh.
Langston Hughes, and then Lee County is number 5. Wouldn't that be wild if y'all had to play again in the playoff? Like, because region, it's top 4 in the region go to the playoffs, right?
Yeah. Ooh, that would be crazy.
That'd be wild if y'all were to have to meet again. Because, I mean, Lee County is a good team. Their only loss this year is to Colquitt.
Colquitt. That's crazy. I did not know Colquitt was on their
undefeated.
schedule. When did they add Colquitt on their schedule?
They always play each
They
other.
always played each other?
Yeah, they always play each other. They played each other earlier in the season. Yeah, they played them in week 4. Anyways, we probably need to wrap it up because the sun's coming down, man. I mean, it is like literally through the trees right now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I would have known we were talking. I would have come earlier. But anyways, anything else you want to say about the season? Or about your commitment or anything like that?
God did. Period.
Thank you so much for coming back. I'm so glad you were back. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on all my social medias to keep up with future episodes of Beyond the Whistle. See you guys next time.